Sean Hannity, while wearing a new, I think a fresh batch of Trump Orange, is joining the doom sprayers. I have not watched this. I don't pre-watch these things because why torture yourself? By the way, like and subscribe, give a thumbs up. I hope you're enjoying the video. I know I am. Hannity, dark cloud is hanging over the country. No, it's a dark cloud destroying the world. It's whatever shall we do, a dark cloud. And that dark cloud is in the shape of Newt Gingrich's face. I have no idea what he's talking about. Let's find out.
All eyes are on the White House tonight, where Joe Biden just wrapped up another week from hell. Biden's sloppy, bizarre public comments about Russia, Ukraine, well, it could very well lead to war. We have
yeah, you mean the one about like a cyber incursion?
100,000 Russian troops now amassed on Ukraine's border, and Biden proudly suggesting that he might be willing to look the other way if it's a minor incursion. In the past 48 hours, multiple White House officials, they've all tried to clean up those comments and Joey's mess. It's so bad that apparently...
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost... imagine how NATO feels about the entirety of the Trump presidency.
Joe is no longer allowed to even answer questions about the looming conflict in Ukraine that he seemed to greenlight. Take a look.
The reason we're not going to have any time for questions now is these guys got to get quickly on a plane and go out and do a major announcement in Ohio, and you guys will ask me all about Russia and not about anything having to do with chips.
Oh, okay. Let's forget about the looming global conflict in Europe that you greenlighted, and Biden will only entertain important questions on chips. Have any chips that they could put in his head? Maybe make him a little sharper. I don't know. Just kidding.
I don't know, guys. Just kidding. What?
For those of you on the left that have no sense of humor. Anyway.
Oh, no. We're not offended by it. It's just dumb.
Don't worry, because this morning, well, the chief idiot at the White House, Ron Klain, he cleared everything up. Take a look.
I think it's fair to say the White House has pretty aggressively walked back or clarified, or whatever you want to call it, the president's comments about Ukraine and Russia, and whether the president was signaling that a minor incursion might be viewed through a different lens. Whether the president meant to say that at the time, or maybe he was being inarticulate, can you afford any gaffes given the stakes right now in all this?
Well, I think the president was quite clear and reiterated his point of view this morning very clearly. President Putin should have no doubt any move by the Russian assembled military across the border of Ukraine is an invasion.
Okay, he wasn't clear. He talked about a minor incursion. Stop lying to us. Stop the spin. Stop the propaganda. You know what? The American people are intelligent, and as per...
well, yeah, but we're not talking about the American people, Sean. We're talking about your viewers. Also, Are you going to walk back your criticisms? Like, good, they clarified this. I'm glad we're behind Ukraine. I'm glad we're supporting Ukraine. No, you're not. Why? Because you don't want us to?
Usual, Biden creates a crisis, and then the White House pretends that it is no crisis. And
well, yeah, it isn't. Oh, by the way, we've been coordinating with NATO. Let's see, French, Ukraine. Let's see what's actually happening instead of what's happening. There you go. U.S. Europe aligned on Ukraine, says French ambassador. That's today. There we go. Hold on. Get out of here. Robot people from the thing. Robot. Oh, that's Bloomberg. So they're going to take out the article and make me crap. Here you go. Let's see. They just sent... I gotta find. Hold on, because they just sent. Yeah, this will be a better. And this, I want to make sure it's the most up to date. This is 121, but still the thing. The threat of Russian invasion of Ukraine has sent NATO countries scrambling to provide military support to Kyiv. In recent weeks, Spain, France, Estonia, the United Kingdom, and the U.S., among others, have provided varying kinds of military support to Ukraine in anticipation of Russian aggression. NATO is under no treaty obligation to defend Ukraine because the ex-Soviet country is not a member of the alliance, but the group has made clear that it stands with Kyiv and has called on Moscow to de-escalate tensions. Some military movements appear to be posturing, aimed at deterring Russia from aggressive actions, but other steps appear to be prepared for serious conflict. Either way, experts say the assistance could show Russian President Vladimir Putin that the cost of invasion of Ukraine is too great. Clearly, a sense military support provided to Ukraine would help Ukraine raise the cost to Russia of military aggression. Let's see. They massed the troops. At the time, Russian forces invaded and annexed. This is way back there. One goal of aiding Ukraine is centered around the concept of porcupine defense, the idea that a country makes itself as difficult to invade as possible. You provide security assistance and arms that are lethal to complicate Russia's ability to take large parts of Ukraine without getting beaten up in the process. So they can certainly withstand a Russian incursion for a limited period of time, but not forever. The issue to help deter Russian aggression by making clear that the cost is of it to it, economic, military, and the cost of human lives and casualties will be greater than maybe expected before. Over the past few weeks, here it goes. Denmark decided to send 4 additional F-16 fighter jets to Lithuania for air policing, a 160-man frigate in the Baltic Sea. France, for its part, has offered to send troops to Romania. The United Kingdom also announced it is sending Ukraine light anti-armor defense weapon systems, as well as a small number of UK personnel to provide training, which means, and we've been in talks with them about this, that the problem Russia now has is that they might kill UK troops in the process. Meanwhile, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania have recently received approval from the U.S. to send American-made weapons to Ukraine for additional defense. So we let them off the hook. We send them that stuff. They send that stuff to them. Yeah. Estonia is providing Javelin anti-armor missiles, while Latvia and Lithuania are providing Stinger anti-aircraft missiles and adjacent equipment. Spain announced Thursday it's sending warships to bolster NATO's naval forces in the Mediterranean Black Seas, as mulling sending its own fighters to Bulgaria. The country sending assistance must strike a delicate balance, helping Ukraine without doing anything that could provoke the Kremlin. Let's see. The drills are, they're doing drills and posturing and blah, blah, blah. And I already showed everybody the whole thing with the demographic issue coming up in the next few years for Russia this morning.
Round and round we go. And we see this at the southern border. We see it in Afghanistan. Yeah, Americans are still...
I'm sorry, are we in Afghanistan? Guys, did something happen? Are we in Afghanistan?
And trapped behind enemy lines. And we see this with inflation, the supply chain crisis. We see it with COVID-19. By the way, check out the cover of Time magazine, accurately pointing out Biden's first year is officially in the books and a dark cloud hanging over the White House. Really, it's hanging over the country. Remember the guy that promised to shut down COVID-19, rebuild our economy, restored...
Well, he's doing the rebuilding our economy thing is really happening. You do have a hard time shutting down a disease when other people actively are currently trying to get it. Oh, we have some Russian trolls in here, no question.
Respect.
I mean, what else are they going to do? And the Russian trolls, like you guys, good on you for finding trolling work. It beats the shit out of some of the other work that you're doing, and understand, we know your English isn't that great and stuff, and as long as you steer away from the Russian, racial epithets and the like, then that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, better you're here. Take a break, man. You've been through a lot. Your country kind of sucks right now. The people are good, but the government fucking's terrible. Sorry. Inflation's bad. You make less than the average Chinese person, and their numbers are inflated. I'm sorry. Everybody, get a round of applause for the trolls here tonight. They give us so much pleasure. Let's get some clappages in there, shall we? Shall we throw in some clapter in there? Yeah. Throw in some applause emojis. They've been through a lot, And they got a meaningless job that has no effect on anyone. It's thankless work. What do you expect? You poor guys.
The globe.
There you go.
Well, now COVID-19 is raging worse than ever. Inflation at a 40.
Well, no, it's not worse than ever. The cases are up, but the deaths are down. That would be a success of vaccination. I mean, granted, it's worse than ever in red states and red districts. But hey, Sean works at Fox and they have a vaccine mandate. He's safe. Don't worry about him.
Year high and war in Europe.
Year over year. By the way, who was president when it was worse? Almost double. Sean, tell him. Why don't you say it the way we want you to say it? Inflation is the worst since Reagan. And people go, holy shit, inflation was up during Reagan? They go, yeah, twice as bad. And they're like, oh, fuck me.
To him and his green light is now pretty imminent. Now, things have become so bad under Biden that even...
Hold on. His green light? I don't understand that sentence. Hold on.
At a 40-year high, and war in Europe, thanks to him and his green light, is now pretty imminent. Now, things have become so bad under Biden that even Jen Psaki is now suggesting kickboxing or margaritas to help ease the pain. Going to need an awful lot of margaritas. Take a look.
But we've got to stay at it. So my advice to everyone out there who's frustrated, sad, angry, pissed off, feel those emotions, go to a kickboxing class, have a margarita, do whatever you need to do this weekend, and then wake up on Monday morning. We got to keep fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, stop whining, I think, is what they want. Now, I can understand, Sean, why you would take this personally. I can understand why Sean, like, she's talking to me. Something about whining incessantly. Notice they didn't give the lead in 2 sentences or the question she was asked or any of that shit, right? Sean, does it hurt, Sean? Does it hurt?
Drink margaritas all weekend and act like it wasn't a disastrous week. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Yeah, it wasn't. Just for the record. I mean, in reality, it wasn't. What are you going to do?